The world so far has seen many rivalries: Visa vs MasterCard, Emirates vs Etihad, Coca-Cola vs Pepsi, Nike vs Adidas, and this one is about SSD vs HDD, which is the medium of storage that we are concerned about. So, over the past couple of years, SSD has taken its turn to drive into the storage world packed with all of the refurbished and redesigned versions of its predecessor, which is HDD. Imagine you're getting an HP laptop with 1TB hard drive storage for $540 and a Microsoft Surface Book 2 with a SSD storage of 128 gigs for more than $1,000. Seriously? What's wrong with these storage devices? Let's start from the root. SSD differs from hard drive in terms of physical structure and of course in mechanisms as well. Hard drive is comprised of mechanical functions. It consists of spinning platters of metal disks divided into concentric tracks and sectors where ones and zeros are stored magnetically as magnetized parts. The read-write heads work on the data stored as directed by the mechanical actuator arm holding it, which in turn is the result of the commands run by the user. In case of SSD, as the name suggests, there is no motion at all. It is in solid state and frozen quiet as it has no moving parts. The data is stored to a bunch of NAND flash memories, similar to those used in RAMs, except that it does not require itself to be powered up all the time to retain its data. Since there is a difference of moving parts between SSD and HDD, it can clearly be stated that SSDs are way faster than HDDs, as there is no chance of latency buildup between data transfer as in the mechanical one. Latency is the reaction time of the hard drive, which is defined by the time elapsed between a user loads a program and the hard drive locates and reads the required data. By the elimination of mechanical arms, SSDs prove to be the real game changer, along with the fact that there is no risk of shock-inspired damage now to your storage device. You can actually upgrade only the older hard drive to SSD to get the same result as upgrading the RAM and the processor only. Now comes the reliability and the cost of these devices. SSDs have a limited number of NAND blocks that can be used. Well, that's totally fine, but that wouldn't have been a problem if there wasn't another problem hovering around. It's the limited number of write-erase cycles per block. As each block undergoes a write-erase cycle, its lifespan decreases and thus that of the overall SSD. As with the hard drive, the mechanical parts draw most of the uncertainties. There is significant chance of data loss when the device is subject to drops and shudders, making it very much fragile in the mobile world. The moving parts will eventually wear out and you may get warning in some forms at some point before it completely dies. Clicking noise, for example, something missing in case of SSDs. Okay, now what about the... Hold on, this chapter completely overlooks the cons of SSDs and depends solely on the pros. SSDs are way more expensive than the traditional hard drives, and that's mainly because of the drastic speed difference. A Samsung 500GB SSD costs $155 on Amazon, but you can easily get a 6TB hard drive, yes, that's 12 times larger storage capacity, for about the same price tag. So that's the difficult part. We don't want to lose any of these devices and keep on solving the jigsaw puzzle involving performance, capacity, and most importantly, the cost. That's where SSHD comes in. Solid-state hybrid drive that incorporates both into one integrated device, helping combine the dramatic speed of SSD with the cost-effective storage capacity of the hard drives to extract the best out of both. So what do you guys think of these storage devices? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't done yet for more. Stay tuned and thanks for watching.